Hello my beautiful people and welcome back to another video of Dead by Daylight. And I know it's been a while and I've got a shit ton of footage, but that'll be for another time, and I'll probably mix and match, maybe do some shorts on YouTube or something with that footage. But for now we're going to be talking about the Trapper and his Trapper Sack and Iridescent Stone combo, because I'm not gonna lie, I do think the Trapper Sack by itself is kind of not good. It is, if you know what it does. But with Eerie Stone, it does now become probably one of his most powerfulest combos of his add-ons. So, for all the people that don't know, Trapper Sack basically lets you automatically have all 8 traps in your arsenal. So it helps you not going all the way across the map, picking individual traps up and being as slow as possible. So you have all 8 traps already on you. The downside is that once you've placed them, you can't pick them back up, and that is it. Now, that is an advantage and a disadvantage, because with Eerie Stone, the Trapper Sack is awesome, as you don't have to go back to these traps and reopen them. They will automatically open every 30 seconds. Case in point, that was closed for a moment and then a couple of seconds later it reopened and David did not know. However, there is a slight downside to this. Even though that they do reopen and it's fantastic, obviously people might catch on quite quickly that you've got the Trapper Sack because they know where traps are going to be after they've discovered them or actually got trapped by them. And as you can see here, David knows where that trap is now, and yeah, even though I do get a free hit from that, he knows. And like, obviously it does depend with Trapper, as he's quite a low class killer, that a lot of people, depending if it's a Swift or a solo queue or just people that are got more hindsight, you're gonna have difficult times even with this really great combo. But my advice would be is to place the traps in places that you're gonna have to commit to, and places where you know survivors will go for looping in certain tiles. Put them in discreet places, hidden in out of the survivor's point of view while they're looping you or in chase. And you could even do basement Trapper with this, but I don't think it's the best strategy with Trapper Sack and Iridescent Stone. But like I said, do try and experiment with this combo of add-ons, because they actually are really fun. And I will show you 2 interesting matches that were very fun. So, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and do comment down below as well, and enjoy. Ironworks Misery. This, I got a semi-okay corrupt. Gonna put this here. I'm gonna like trap mostly around the building. I'll take that. Yeah, man. I mean, Aquaman is, you know, he's not the greatest superhero, but you know, he does his best, bless him. The fuck's she doing? See what I mean? Like the one team didn't do that. This team is. Yep, nice try. They are finding the traps though, which is quite concerning. There you go. Woo.
Oh, basement's here. Brilliant. Gonna try and lay down a strategy now. Problem is, with the trapper bag, I'm gonna have to commit. I'm gonna have to commit hard.
Yeah. Alright, there's multiple ones being worked here. Oh my god, the fireworks are out tonight. Thank you. It's a problem with Jolt and Trapper. It'd just be easier just to pick them up naturally, but yeah. Ah! Oh, there's Meg. Hi, Meg. Might just about. No, she died. Nice try. That was a bit unfortunate. God, son! Hey, Sky. Hey, Bloodbath. Thank you. Thank you very much. How is everyone in the chat? I think this is a full Swift. Nah, I don't think it's a full Swift. Oh, she saw that trap. She saw that. Did you see that? She's going for the trap. She's gonna disarm it. I could actually just stand here and wait for her to fuck up. That's on a timer, love. That's on a timer, by the way. I'm just letting you know, that's on a fucking timer. And if that snaps on your... If you fuck up on that trap, I'm gonna laugh so hard. I want the trap to open up so she can fuck up. I just want the trap to open. Yeah! Yeah, what are you gonna do now? Yes! Yes, nodders! She thought she was mind gaming. It's all about the patience, my dear Watson. Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling. I'll put her in the dead zone over here. Can't really work with anything. We do a little trolling. Ah, it's good for the blood. It's good for the blood, a little bit of trolling. Oh! 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 The hatch! The insult! The actual insult! The actual insult! Oh. You know, I'm starting to become a believer of the Trapper Sack. I'm starting to become a believer. Sprint Burst, Decisive Strike, Windows are up. She had a great set. They had a good set. They had a great set. They had a great set. They all had solid sets as well, so... Oh, excuse me. Sanctum of Wrath. Boo! Did I scare you? I hope I did. So anyway, this game I'm going to do a bit of commentary because I realised during the editing process I didn't speak so much, and I kind of wanted to give my thoughts during this match as it's quite interesting. I don't know if you noticed in this video that snowman moved in the background. Oh, snowman in the distance. Because I certainly did, and not gonna lie, I love the fact that snowmen were changed now, where if you were hiding in them, you do take an actual hit, because last year that was not the case. Last year it was basically you practically had 3 hit points, basically, which I find, which I'm glad that they changed, basically. Although killers being snowman is a bit sus, but you know. Anyway, back to the match. So I had to do quite a bit of editing to cut a lot of fat out because I didn't want to go reach past the 20-minute marker while I was editing. But this team was really good. There was a 3-man team, as when I entered the lobby at the time there were 3 Claudettes already waiting, and then a 4th PlayStation player came in and basically changed into a Claudette to have a full army of Claudettes, which was intimidating to say the least, but fun. They weren't a full Swift, but they did work like a full Swift, I'm not going to lie to you. And that was actually a pretty decent flashlight attempt, or flashlight blind, so you gotta give credit where credit is due. And so in this game I already placed like 2 traps already, so this is my 3rd trap, and I think this is probably the most coolest trap I put in the map because it actually does serve me a great purpose later on. And I'm showing you this, I'm speeding this up, me just kicking 2 gens, because these gens are actually quite high. So these guys either are extremely evasive, or they literally like got out of there just in time, or just left those gens there in confidence for later on. But I want to show you how hardcore this team is. They know what they're doing, and I had to cut a lot of footage out of chases, a long period of time chases, because these I think 2 of these Claudettes took me a run for my money in terms of chases, and I literally had to cut a large portion of it out because it was just literally just hold W, but they did it really well. And as you can see, they have patience, they wait, and I'm not gonna lie, enduring Spirit Fury combo is still, even without hubris, it's just a monster of a combo. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I even got a hubris down, apart from technically the end, which doesn't count, but you'll see when that happens. But yeah, I try and pressure them much as possible. I was like, no, I'll wait for borrow time base kit to run out. I know there's pallets around. I was like, no, I'm getting you all fuckers down. But I didn't want to camp. I didn't want to, like, I could have slugged, and I could have looked for this last Claudette. I could have done that, but I decided not to. Quite simply, slugging's not my playstyle. I would only do it in a desperate situation, and I wasn't. And secondly, I want to show the full potential of how these add-ons work and how they complement each other. And yeah, so the game continues, I guess. Ah! And you can tell how excited I am by that scream of glory. That firecracker play as well, I don't think they would have got it regardless, even if they dropped it a little bit earlier, because I would have reacted to it. But kudos for them trying, and I heard them jump off the temple, so I knew exactly where they were going to try and attempt to unhook. Oh, there you both here. Okay. I literally went back to check if the other Claudette was there, but they're both here. And don't ask me about that noise, I have no idea what it was, if I'm quite honest with you. Now here, I thought she was going to dead hard, and the fact that this threw me off so much, I literally panic. I literally panic and just like throw my weapon about. So fair play to her. That confused the absolute hell out of me. Like I said, these guys are really good, and they were really determined. They were really determined to make me sweat for this. But regardless, it was a good match,
Good
despite...
survivors, these are. Very good.
For example, see, pure example. I was complimenting them during the match. So now I'm going to show you why I decided to come to this side of the map. Purely because this is where all the generators are. I left that Claudette in the corner and went all the way back on the other side of the map because I need defending it. And this is also a great showcase of how Endurance and Spirit Fury is such a brilliant combo, even without Hubris. Like, Hubris is like the cherry on top, but honestly, if you want to go for an aggressive M1 killer, I highly recommend this combo. It's so good, especially on Trapper. I found it very fun, and the fact of the matter is, it just they chewed up. I chewed up pallets hard. I chewed up pallets really well, and I don't know how I hit that rock either. I think even the Claudette would agree with me. I didn't hit that rock, but either way, I get my first elimination. Now this part,
Well, hey.
see, I'm happy. This part I want to show because it's quite important. With this add-on combo of Trapper Sack and Iridescent Stone, I feel that you should keep a couple of traps on you until the end game to see, just to hold on, simply because of how the survivors' playstyles work, and because they might
And we're coming
go
flying.
back to a place where they think there's no traps, but then obviously you trap it, and then they bugger up essentially, which will be shown near the end, as those late game traps will come in clutch. And another example of a trap which is very like, why would you place a trap there? And there's the example. Like, who would have thought a trap would have been there? And those traps where you least expect, but are also in a loop, if you are chasing someone, the premeditation is very rewarding. So even if you do put in a trap that is discreet and it doesn't work, the chances are it will against good survivors, because that's the last place you would think to put a trap. And also, to the last two remaining Claudettes, they gave me chases. Obviously you didn't get to see all of them because I did have to cut up the footage a little bit. Both of these Claudettes gave me about 40-second chases, so props to these two especially, because they were pretty amazing out of all three of them.
Do if you want. Let's go. Well done, Dyke.
Yeah, I kind of let the Claudette finish, because it was nearly complete, and she had wouldn't have mattered anyway. I had confidence.
Not today, Satan.
And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Fantastic set. Just make sure put on Iridescent Stone, otherwise you're gonna kind of suffer. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, toodles!